And now for your Lakewood Cougars, the Green
Hey, good evening, Cougar volleyball fans, and welcome to Thursday night volleyball action in the Lakewood High School gymnasium. Tonight we're bringing you the Lakewood Cougars versus the Snohomish Panthers in a Westco matchup. Lakewood comes into the game 0-4 and battling hard each night as they play against larger and more experienced rosters. We're going to see more of that again tonight as the Snohomish Panthers return all but 2 players from a team that finished in the state quarterfinals last year in the 3A. They've got several all-league players coming back, including number 13, Mac White, a 6'2" senior outside hitter who averaged 4 kills per set last year. Cougars are going to start McKenna Slusher, Natalie Krieger, Ava Kummer, Micah Goodwin, Lydia Hotz, and Calais Greenman. Snohomish serves in set 1.
But you don't see the scoreboard. You don't see the scoreboard where it's at right now.
And that ball is down.
Every once in a while.
So we are here tonight, live streaming on YouTube and Facebook Live. The comments section in YouTube has been turned off as we can only monitor comments in one platform, and we've chosen to monitor the comments on the Facebook. And there's a spike, nicely dug by Greenman, and over free. The Panthers short set, and there's Sarah Camfield, a 6'1" middle hitter, and again a senior. This is a senior-laden lineup tonight, 5 seniors and 5 juniors, with a couple of sophomores that are coming off the bench for the Panthers. Panthers coached by Ann McNeil. And she has that program rolling. 3-0 now. Panthers here setting out set 1 of the match. A little floater this time, an overpass, but knocked up nicely outside with the push. Spike from the back row, dug nicely. Set to the outside, the block gets it, it's off the block and out. And the Cougars are on the scoreboard, trailing 3-1. McKenna Slusher will be the first server tonight for the Cougars. The back set, cross court, up, and the set outside, off the block, set, got to get it over. That looked like 4 to me. Push deep. The middle set again, and there is Sarah Camfield one more time. The senior all-league player returning takes it to 4-1. We're coming to you tonight with just a static camera tonight. We're just going to show you the whole the whole game all the time. We've had some concerns about maybe zooming in too much or going back and forth too fast. So we're going to try this tonight and just keep it in one place. I'll keep trying to give you the score on a regular basis since we won't be showing you the scoreboard. That's 2 points for the Cougars, so they trail 4-2. And there's another senior, Brooke Long, down the sideline and out off the Cougars, giving them a 5-2 lead. Into the game now is Anike Hansen, and serving is Sarah Campfield. Oh, off the Cougar receiver. It looks like she got caught in between whether she was going to bump it or whether she was going to use 2 hands to sort of set it from there. A little caught in between. Hard deep serve outside. Out one comer. The spike. It's dug up nicely and returned back. 7-2 now. Off the net and down. That's a timeout for the Cougars tonight. Just turn it. Trailing 8-2 here in set 1 of the opening of this match. We have been coming to you all day from Lakewood High School campus. Showed the cross-country meet earlier. The boys ran at 3:45, the girls ran at 4:30. And it seems that we're having trouble with our sound. Not sure what it is. It looks like the microphones are working. So we're checking our technology. Timeout back in play. And Snohomish to serve. Ooh, a little bit of an over-anxious swing and a miss there. (9-2). And the ace, 10-2. The jump serve, and that is long. So 10-3 here, set 1. Into the net. She's under the net. Oh, no call by the official. And I appreciate that, Steve. Thank you. Sound is fine. That's great. Thank you for letting me know that. We are trying to monitor it here, and sometimes I can't tell what's going on. It looked like we were okay, but then every now and then we get somebody that says they can't hear, and I don't know if the problem's with me or with them, but thank you for texting in and letting me know we're going fine. Nice rally here, into the middle, pushed long, point for the Cougars. 11-4 here in set 1. Let's make Mike a good one to serve. Oh, right into Kayla Greenman. Couldn't quite get it up as she was trying to dig that out. 12-4. Panthers off to a quick start here. Calais Greenman. Serving deep cross court. Joust at the net. Won by the Cougars. Panthers respond. Free ball deep. Set outside. The wild swing by the sophomore outside hitter, Livia Harrison, and that's long. 12-5. And that is an ace right on the line. Great serve, cross court, dip down just in the line. Lydia Hotz with the ace, now serving, same place. This time the Panthers hit it. Goes for the little dink. Outside looking for open space, almost finds it. Off the net and up and down. Bumped up by the Panthers from the back row. Nicely done. Bumped up again. Joust at the net. Cougars stay alive. Spike from the back row and it's down. Lydia Hotz sending that thing back from the back row. Shaylin Murphy just could not dig that one out. Again, same serve, same spot. Joust to the net. Cougars win. Natalie Krieger. I'm getting it. Natalie Krieger winning the joust at the net. 12-8. That looked like a carry, but no call by the official. Spike off the block. Diving stop. Up diving again. Free ball. Set to the outside. Finding open space. Not quite. Over the net and down. Kept up. Well done by Snohomish. Set to the middle. Off the block. Back to the outside. Good rally. Oh, is that off the block? No, just hit long. Great rally that time by the Cougars. No, he did call that off the block. I thought it was tipped, but I missed a couple tonight already. 13-8 now. Cougars climbing a little close. Deep serve. Little confusion in the middle by Snohomish. Little tip off the block. Joust at the net, blocked. Serve to the back. Now it's a free ball. Looking for space. Oh, that was Livia Harrison, an outside hitter, who got it on down just off the block. Makes it 13-9. Sub into the game now. Sarah Campfield coming back into the game. In for Shaylin Murphy. Oh, well placed. That's the classic baseball phrase, hit them where they ain't. Snohomish had a double, two players rotating over for the block, and she just tipped it into an area where they weren't. Madeline Tilshaw now to serve. Snohomish looked confused, and now Snohomish calls timeout. Cougars have crept closer. They are now down 13-11 with the serve. Timeout Snohomish. So earlier today, we were at the cross-country meet. We watched the boys and girls run the cross-country. Boys dominated Marysville-Pilchuck, having the first 7 finishers. And then we had the JV volleyball game that started at 5:15. We had about 6 minutes to move from the field to the from the cross-country course to the gymnasium. And one of the limitations with our YouTube technology is that we can only schedule one event live at a time. So we had to wait for the we had to wait for the cross-country meet to finish, turn that game off, and then turn the volleyball game on and program it. So there was a little confusion early on about whether or not we were bringing you the JV volleyball game. But we got it set up. We had a couple of great volunteers here to video the game and make sure things were right. And then we're back to you tonight now for the varsity contest. That serve was long. So after the timeout, the Cougars serve one long, makes it 14-11. Subs into the game. That's Mia Taroni coming in. Oh, serve off the Lakewood, little miscommunication. And off the Lakewood defenders and out. Also into the game is number 9, Katie Stern. And she is the one serving. Chloe Greenman puts it up. Ava Kamir puts it long. So ball was hit out. And Snohomish, the Panthers now up 16-11. Bump just a little bit too close to the net. The middle blocker, McKenna Slusher, tried to tip it over, but the Snohomish block was there, and they beat her to the ball. From the back row, Lydia Hotch right into the block, kept up, and under the net, carry, point for Snohomish. So 17, make that 18-11 now, Panthers. And Lakewood calls timeout. So we're going to have that same issue next Thursday. We're going to have the third and final home cross-country meet at 3:30, at 3:45 and 4:30, and again a JV volleyball game at 5:10. So we will have both of them scheduled on the Facebook, but on YouTube we'll only have one and then the other right after. We'll be working with District Technology Director Baldeep Singh, and as he quickly changes over from game to game to make sure that we can bring you all the action, as it is our true wish to make sure we bring you every home event live. The only one right now that I know we don't have scheduled for live is next Monday night's JV football game. It's a 4 o'clock home game. We don't have anybody to operate the camera for that. So if you're interested in operating the camera and coming to the game and keeping the ball in the center of the lens, contact Kay Thronson or Matthew Blair at Lakewood High School. From the back row, Chloe Greenman keeps it up. Deep. Back set. Cross court and down. And speaking of Matt Blair, he is not in attendance tonight. He's out celebrating his 50th birthday. So it seems like only yesterday when he and I were together at the high school that he was celebrating his 40th birthday, but it was 10 long years ago. So happy birthday to Matt Blair. That ball was long and out. Point for the Cougars, 19-12 now. And Matt Blair and Mike Mack share the same birthday. Mike Mack, the former superintendent, longtime district employee here, now in Saudi Arabia, probably listening live on YouTube because it's about the only thing he can get on his computer over there. Watching the Cougars, still invested in Lakewood. And so we say happy birthday to Dr. Mack and hope he's doing well in the desert. And that ball falls free. Another point for the Cougars, 19-13. And as we sit and we look at the scoreboards and this beautiful gymnasium, we thank him for his stewardship and helping us get our bond passed and our school built. Spike right down the middle for Snohomish. 20-13 now here, still in set one. Free ball deep. Outside with the dink, keeping it up and over. Well done by the Cougars. And And that ball is out. 21-13 now, Panthers. And as long as we're giving shout outs to people, I want to shout out to my good friend Eric Cahan, the principal at Snohomish High School. Hope he's listening to and watching his Panthers play. And if you're out there, Eric, hope you're doing well. 22-13 now. Panther lead. Good crisp serve. Good communication to get it over. Short set and down. Sarah Canfield one more time. 10-point lead now for the Panthers. The ball is just a little bit over her head, or she mistimed her run. Had to arch her back a little bit as she hit it long. This is now set point for the Panthers, 24-13. And that ball was off Clay Greenman's hands, and that is the set. 25-13 is your game score. 1-0 Panthers. 3-minute break between games, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. There's a pop. Train like this. Drive me nuts. Put your hand like this, right there. Yes. There's a button right there. Yes. So we're back here in Lakewood Cougar Gymnasium. Snohomish Panthers took the first game 25-13 over the young Cougars. Again, the Panthers were a quarterfinalist in last year's 3A state tournament and bring back the majority of their squad, including a couple of all-league players, 6'2" Mac White, number 13, and 6'1", number 10, Sarah Canfield, both seniors. They have a heavily senior-laden lineup, 5 seniors and 5 juniors against a Cougar team that does not have a single senior on it, and whose tallest player, 6'2", Ava Kamir, is a freshman. If you want to see the roster for tonight's game, you can go to the Lakewood Cougars Lakewood High School athletics site, and you can go to the volleyball team page, and you can find the rosters there. we're going to be posting them on the main athletic page as well. Thanks to my good friends Melanie Irish and Brandy Stamey for getting this done so that you can have a roster at home. Appreciate all of the work that people are doing for the technology behind the scenes, Brandy and Melanie and Ball Deep and the rest. So it helps us bring you the action, and pretty much all I'm doing is plugging everything in and telling you what's going on. And so we've begun, and the first serve is sent back and down. That's Olivia Harrison, sophomore outside hitter for the Panthers. And just off the hands of Natalie Krieger as she tried to return that serve. The Cougars in their first match really struggled against returning the serve. They did much better against Arlington in their next match we saw at home. And they're doing pretty well tonight with it. That was a little bit close to the net. Ava Kamir could not get to it. And it fell down short. 3-0 into the net, 3-1. Cougars to serve. First to serve is going to be Natalie Krieger. Oh, wicked spike. Kalea Kriegman got it back. We're looking for some empty space. Lydia Hodson worked once before. And now just the pushover. Going to hit from the back row. So a little overpass, back overpass, and now a dink and dunk off the net. Oh, up, lots of net play here, and oh, down. Lots of little pop-ups on the net, off the net. Finally, the Panthers won the final point, putting it away. 4-1 lead for the Panthers. Set outside, a little bit too far in front of Lydia Hotz. She's just unable to get it over the block, and it comes back down right back at her. Joust at the net. Snohomish into the net. Point for the Cougars. Point for the Cougars. 5-3. At the next break in the action, whether it be a timeout or games, that ball is long. We are going to be offline for about 30 seconds as we're going to need to change the battery out on the camera. Last game we waited until it ran out and we missed some of the action. So this time we're going to be proactive and we're going to change the battery when we get the next break. About halfway through this game, we figure. Nice spike and down by Mac White. So don't adjust your tablets, don't adjust your computers. We're going to make that change. That ball is served out. (7-4) Panthers. Took a long run from the back row. It was blocked. And that time it was set back, and Jassett Smith hit it into the net. 7-5 Cougars. Mika Goodwin to serve. And just a little dink, and that was a carry. As she just couldn't quite get her fingers on it to block the spike. That was Madeline Telshaw that just got called for the carry. We'll be bringing you volleyball next week, and then the girls will be going on the road, and we'll be finishing up the season mostly with soccer. I think I haven't seen too much more of the schedule, but it looks like we won't have any more home volleyball games after next week. They'll all be on the road, and we'll be bringing you home soccer. Back set, kept up nicely. An ambitious attempt by Mika Goodwin. And we've got subs in the game now. Mika's coming out, and into the game is Natalie Knifer. Floating serve. Hit off the defenders. She couldn't quite get it up. Sierra Slavin couldn't quite get her hands under it to keep the ball in play. Instead it went out. It's now 9-6 Panthers over the Cougars. They let it go, but the referee calls it in for an ace right on the back line. That was one of those tweeners that they let drop. Much more of a deliberate serves from the back row. Wind up, spike into the block and down. Going to call a carry on the block after they blocked it. Point for the Cougars. 9-8. Lydia Hotz to serve. One more time. Serve back. Tries a little dink. Didn't get coverage. Snohomish stems off that potential tying point, taking a 10-8 lead. Mac White now to serve. Didn't get good contact with her hands on that, but still got the ball up. Blocked at the net, and back and down. The big block, that was McKenna Slusher, knocking it back right at the hitter, and down 10-9. Panthers leading. Madeline Telshaw to serve. And it's off the Snohomish defender and out. We've got a tie ball game here at 10. Tie set at 10. Sub into the game now. Sarah Campfield coming back for Sierra Slavin. Snohomish gets a little bit bigger. Campfield 6'1", Slavin is 5'4". Outside and cross court and down. Olivia Harrison puts that one down cross court. The block was not able to get there in time. So from being 10-10, it's now 11-10 Panthers. Just a little dink over to up. Does it get over? No, it does not get over the net. So the Cougars tie it up here at 11. Into the game is Mika Goodwin, McKenna Slusher to serve. Deep serve, right back. Oh, kept up nicely. Off the block, into the net, and down. Point for the Cougars, and that's their first lead of the match. In set number 2, the Cougars have taken a 12-11 lead. We are going to be back in 1 minute. Don't adjust your sets. We're going to change the battery.
That's bad, that's good. But let me ask you, is that little thing right there, is that like a battery? So right here, what's this? Go ahead, you got 8 seconds, baby.
And we're back. After the quick battery change, Cougars leading 12-11 in set number 2 of the match against Snohomish Panthers. Outside dug nicely into the stands. Oh! But Mika Goodwin could just not track it down. And it goes out. Tie score. Got some new troops coming in for Snohomish. That's Isla Grant coming in. And Jessup Smith. The return of service was just a little bit too long into the net. Couldn't track it down. Panthers regained the lead, 13-12. Set to the outside, cross court, and long. (14-12) Panthers. From the back row, Lydia Hotz. Back set, a little deflection at the net, off the net, and couldn't quite get it up and over. Point for the Panthers. Short serve, returned over the net, but not between the lines. It's out. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead, 16-12 here in set 2. At the block, kept up and over, and jousted and put down. One at the net. That point was dominated by Sarah Campfield. Saw the ball floating there, took advantage of it, and put it straight down. So, Coach Alyssa Kahn asking for clarification on that ruling. The referee gave it to the captain, and she gave it to the coach. From the back row, that's Mac White putting it down. Coming in last year, averaging almost 4 kills a match. And that's an ace. That short serve where the Cougars are all having 4 deep with 2, and there's a big hole in the middle, and it's exploited at that time. Lydia Hotz from the back row. Free ball. Off the block, deflected, and on the ground. Point for the Cougars. 19-13. Cougars down 6 here in set number 2. Good rally action, short set. Sarah Campfield puts it down. Cougars not able to block or dig that. Kellen McClure now into the game for the Panthers. Chastity Smith will have a seat. Lydia Hotz pushes it into the block, and Sarah Canfield and the aforementioned Kelly McClure could not block it. It's down. Cougars score, and now they're ahead 20-14. Unforced error service into the net, and the Panthers get the point. They now lead by 7, 21-14. Looking for the sideline, and it was in, just on the line. (21-15) now for the Cougars. Mika Goodwin to serve. Deep serve, they let it go, and it floats out. Subs coming back into the game for the Panthers, Katie Stern and Mia Tarini into the game. Subbing into the game for the Cougars is Natalie Neifer. In for Mika Goodwin. Oh, does not quite get that free ball all the way over the net. A little more oomph, a little more out and not as much up, says Coach Kahn to Calais Greenman. Serve into the net, 23-16. Here in set 2. Lydia Hotz to serve. Into the net is Katie Stern, point for the Cougars. (23-17). It's the back set to the flying Mac White, who puts it down. 24-17, and it is set point here in set number 2 with the Panthers already leading 1-0. And that hit got down. Natalie Krieger was able to get it down just a little bit cross court and short. And that staves off the first set point. Cougars down 6. And there goes Mac White flying, but this time she pushes it. And that is Lydia Harrison going down the line for the point, for the set. And that is 25-18 in set number 2. Panthers with the win, taking a 2-0 lead here in the match. 3 minutes now between sets, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. 10 watching. It's been an exciting week back at the Lakewood School District. This is our first week back with our 6th through 8th graders coming back in the hybrid AB schedule. Things have gone very smooth at that school, according to Principal Amanda Cote. It's been great starting to get our kids back into the classrooms and to being what they're supposed to be and getting into that routine. We're so excited that our high school students are going to be coming back to school on March 29th. That's 2 weeks from this coming Monday. So we're moving very quickly back to as normal a situation as schedule as we possibly can. Next week we'll be coming to you on Tuesday and Thursday night. Again, Thursday we're going to have the cross-country meet and the girls JV and girls varsity volleyball games. We appreciate you joining us on either YouTube or Facebook, and hope you like us enough that you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel, or that you will like us on Facebook so that we can send you updates whenever we schedule an event. Panthers to serve here in set 3, leading 2-0. Natalie Krieger went to go cross court, into the net, into the block, and point for Snohomish. Nothing now for Snohomish. And into the middle, that's Sarah Campfield one more time. She's had a big night at the net tonight, knocking balls down. 3-0 Panthers. Just finding open space is Natalie Krieger. First point of the game for the Cougars, now trailing 3-1 here. Out of bounds, good serve, off the hands, and point for the Cougars, 3-2. Ooh, gonna call a double hit. 4-2 Panthers. And Ava Kamir tries to find a hole, does not. Snohomish gets it up. Lydia puts it over free. They called the Cougars into the net, but the ball was down anyway. Makes it 5-2 Panthers. Looking for a spot deep, popped up and hit. Ooh. And there's Mac White, cross court and down. The Snohomish team is doing very well at passing the ball, keeping balls alive. They are communicating, and they just are a very well-oiled machine. It's Ava Kamir with the spike and the kill. Halves the score, makes it 6-3 here in set 3. And the block is there, comes back at her, spike for the back row, off the block. Popped up, Lydia Hotz with the hit. And long. Good scrambling by the Cougars, good aggressive challenge for the ball, but in the end, just out. Sarah Canfield hits the ball into the net. That may be the only miss hit she's had all night. She's been really solid for the Panthers, both from the back row and the front row, showing why she's a returning all-league player. Ava Kamir finds the line with an ace. It's the second time that the Cougars have found that same spot on the Panther right side defense, getting it on the line for an ace. Lydia Hotz looking for a little bit of floor. Comes right back at her. She puts it in. Wins the joust at the net. Brings the Cougars back to within a point. 7-6 here in this third set. Trailing 2-0. Oh, a little bit of a miss hit. And immediately she comes out and Calais Greenman goes back in the game. Oh, Calais could not decide whether to bump that or whether to hit it with two hands, and got caught in between and did neither. 9-6 now, Panthers. Hit from the back row, down and good. That's Natalie Krieger. She's finding a little bit of brown there on the ground. Perfectly placed shot, good power, 9-7. Team serve. Katie Stern tries to push it over the net, ends up hitting it into the net, ends up herself under the net and into the net, and it's point for the Cougars, now trailing 9-8. The back set and down, there is Mac White one more time. When they've needed a point, they've gone to her or they've gone to Sarah Canfield, and they have been hitting the ball down regularly. Cougars put a free ball across, set back, knocked back at the net, up, got to get over. Set to the outside to Lydia Hotz, who's off the block, just pushed over now. Back to the center set. Off the block. And we've got a double hit on the Panthers. It's bringing the score to 10-9. Lydia Hodge to serve. To the outside and down. That's Katie Stern with the kill. Snohomish stays off that attempt to get a tie score. And now back into the game is Sarah Canfield. Spike is in. Off the block and down. Point for the Cougars. 12-10 now. They're just hanging in there. It's a good serve. That's an overpass right at the net. And down. Ava Kamir was right there. Put it back right at the Panther defender, who then had to carry the ball to keep it alive. 12-11. Deep serve, got the block on the deflection. Oh, into the net. Natalie Krieger into the net. And it seems like every time the Cougars get to within a point, ready to tie, the Panthers are there with a big play or a rally. Floating serve and hit wide. Panthers now lead 14-11 here in set number 3 of the match, in which they lead 2-0. McKenna Slusher tried to tip that one over the net, but the block was there. It came right back at her harder than she hit it. And it's down for another Panther point. Ava Kabir was set on the outside, not where she liked it, so she pushed it over. And that's Mac White from the back row, spiking it into the net. Point for the Cougars. 15-12, Abby Lewis coming out now, and Mika Goodwin coming in. Good deep serve, but just a little long. A little too much power from McKenna Slusher as the ball sailed long. And that's an ace. Calais Greenman just couldn't quite get to it. And now 17-12, Snohomish starting to pull away. Pushed deep into no man's land, popped up, and Panthers put it over. Cougars reset, and into the block. That was the big block there by Sarah Camfield and Isla Grant. Timeout, Cougars trailing 18-12 here in set 3 of the match, in which they trail 2-0. Panthers come out, reset. Again, this is a very good Snohomish Panther team, making it to the state quarterfinals last year in the AAA. All right, timeout's up. Cougars back on the floor, and here we go. The serve is knocked out. Snohomish creeps one more point closer to the sweep. Cougars fighting hard. Glenna Slusher is able to get that off the block and down. 19-13. Set to the outside and down. A nice hard spike. That's Mac White one more time. Putting it down. Serving it to Ava Kamir. She gets it over. Outside to Lydia Hotz. The block is there, but popped up. And Snohomish is into the net. That call was on Isla Grant into the net. 2014, Ava Kamir to serve. She hits it long and out. Point for the Panthers. Again, next week we'll be coming to you at least on Tuesday and Thursday. We'd like to bring you the Monday night JV football game that starts at 4, but we don't have anyone to film it. If you are interested in doing that, or know someone that is, have them contact Kay Thronson or the birthday boy, Matt Blair at Lakewood High School. Point for the Cougars, 21-15 now. We'll get you all set up, and all you have to do is keep the ball in the camera. Back set, there's Mac White with a push. Free ball, set out, there's Mac White again, down the line and in. The senior outside hitter tuning it up. 22-15. Now Abby Lewis is back in the game for Mika Goodwin. White to serve. Back set serve to Mac White, who gets it down for the kill. 23-15. She had to adjust her approach in kind of mid-stride. Was able to do so and just get enough to get it over the net, over the block, and onto the ground. Setting Mac White. Looks to me like they're trying to get her some sort of school record, the way they keep setting her. Oh, she unselfishly sets it up on the outside. Into the nets from Natalie Krieger. 24-15 now. This is set point. This is match point for the Panthers. And point for the Cougars. Mac White with a little bit of a bad bump. Couldn't quite get it set. And the ball falls free to the Cougars. Now trailing 24-16. Set on the outside. Free ball. Short set with a push. They call the Cougars into the net. And that's a point for the Panthers. And it's game over. Game or set over, match over. So tonight, that's a 25-16 final score. Tonight, the Panthers easily handle the Cougars. 25-13 in the first game, 25-18 in the second game, 25-16 in the third game. Not necessarily an unexpected outcome with the pedigree of the Snohomish program and their great state finish last year, and their returning players led by Mac White, an all-league performer, and the relative youth of the Cougars. The Cougars fought hard. They got more confidence and played a little bit better each game, but they're just not quite yet to the caliber of the Snohomish Panthers. Been happy to bring you this game tonight on YouTube Live and on Facebook Live, and we are happy to bring you all the Cougar Sports Actions live stream that we possibly can. Our next scheduled event right now is next Tuesday night. We have volleyball. Then Thursday we have cross country and volleyball. And the following week we will have more for you, including the Stanwood Spartans coming to town playing football on Friday night, March 19th. So thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. If you like us on Facebook. If you follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube, you can get notifications as we move forward and as events are scheduled, so you don't have to guess, you can find out. So again, thanks for joining us. I hope you have a good evening, rest easy, and we'll see you next week.